Social Science, Block 2, Grade 7, New Kingdoms in 7th to 12th Century by Teacher Shikha. New Kingdoms. Students, in this lesson we will learn about the development in the northern and Deccan regions of India during 7th to 12th century. We can try to understand it through the map to identify the dynasties of the ruling of 7th to 12th century in India and the regions they controlled. Children, one important point for us to think here is how do we choose which political party will rule our country? Do you think that people could choose their king in the past? So children, we choose our political party through elections. In the olden days, king's position was either hereditary or came to power by winning battles. Little details. After the death of Harshvardhana, India was divided into many regional kingdoms. The Pala dynasty ruled the Bengal region and the Rashtrakutas ruled in the Deccan region, mainly Maharashtra and Karnataka. The Gurjara Pratiharas ruled northern India, including the Gujarat, Rajasthan and Malwa region. Question: who were Rashtrakutas? Who were Palas? Who were Gurjar Pratihara? So children, Rashtrakutas were Samantas or warrior chiefs, landlords under the Chalukya ruler. King Dantidurga established his rule by overthrowing the Chalukyas. Dantidurga performed a ritual sacrifice known as Hiranyagarbha, by which a non-Kshatriya could convert into a Kshatriya. Gopala, the first king of Pala dynasty, was chosen to rule Bengal by a group of important chieftains after the death of King Shashanka of Gauda. Harishchandra, the founder of the Pratiharas, is believed to be Brahmin who served as a Samanta under the Rashtrakutas. His successor went on to establish control over Rajasthan, Malwa and Uttar Pradesh. Students, please note that none of the new rulers were born into a ruling dynasty. The Rashtrakutas and Pratiharas overthrew the prevailing rulers, while the Pala ruler Gopala was chosen to rule by the important people in the region. Administration in the new kingdom. Children, please think, who provide us with the basic amenities like water and electricity and how? Children, it is the responsibility of the government to provide amenities. Usually it is done by the help of the local self-government. Taxes. Children, just think, try to answer what kind of taxes were collected in 7th to 12th century India and from whom? Who collected these taxes for the rulers? So children, the common people like farmers, craft persons, cattle keepers and traders had paid either a part of their produce or income as tax to the rulers. Sometimes tax was in the form of forced labor called vetti, where people had to work for the kings for free. Kadamai or land revenue was another type of tax. Usually the Samantas collected these taxes for the rulers. Children, few more questions for you to think. How were the kingdoms divided? What was the role of Samantas in the administration? Who else helped the king in administration? What were taxes used for by the rulers? So children, the general explanation here goes like the kingdom was divided into provinces, districts and villages. The Samantas collected the tax for the king and maintained troops for him in region that were located away from the capital city. Samantas usually belonged to influential families and their posts were hereditary. The king also had a council of ministers to help him administer the kingdom. He was also helped by associations of traders in different cities, farmers and Brahmins. The king used the taxes collected to maintain his army, to acquire more trade routes, build forts and temples to protect trade routes, and also for the establishment of the king. So children, how do you think the system of administration today is different from that of the 7th to 12th century? Children, in the past, the king took all the major decisions. In the present time, governing bodies comprising election get elected representatives of the people make decisions. The establishment of the king would include the king's palace, the requirements of his family, and the salary of working people working for him, including the councils of the ministers. Children, I hope this lesson, the new kingdom of 7th to 12th century in India, the administration in the new kingdoms, the topics are clear to you now. Have a great day ahead. Take care of yourself and near and dear ones. Thank you, children. Bye-bye.